Good morning, everyone. We are in Orvieto, Italy, and we're going to do a painting of this beautiful little village with people walking and shopping and having fun. All right, here's the sketch. I sped it up so you don't have to spend so much time watching it, but some of you like to see my approach, and this is it. That's the rooftop in the background, the building in the background with the chimney, and side of that. Look at that negative shape there between the buildings. That'll help you. Those are the windows. Building on the right. Some rooftops. There's a lantern hanging off the wall that's pretty nice. Those little details are nice to put in. I know that looks a little lopsided because of the way the camera's hanging here, but anyway, there's the ground. There's an umbrella in the background in between the buildings where people are having lunch. It's a building on the left, the drain pipes and windows and doors and so forth. Okay. Bunch of people walking around the plaza, having fun, shopping, drinking wine, having a wonderful lunch. Another person here, a little further back with a couple. One wonderful woman here on the right, leaning against the wall, chatting with another woman. Nice figures, a little figure here on the side. Okay. All right, I'm going to start with some phthalo blue. Little phthalo blue in the sky. Just paint that whole negative shape of the sky. There's a, you know, it's funny. I looked at the photo. I thought it was the ocean, but it's not the ocean. There's actually a field in the background, but I just put that blue in to send it back. So, all right, raw sienna on all the buildings. Put plenty of color in there because we want to go over that and get these buildings to glow and get some nice color in them. So we'll start with the raw sienna as our base color. Plenty of paint, plenty of pigment. Bring it right over to that building in the background. That's got a little more light on it, but so there's an umbrella, big large umbrella that people are eating under in the field. Just charge it up with some nice color. All right, I'm dropping some cobalt blue on top of it. Just let it run down, nice, beautiful, creates a beautiful gray color. But don't press too hard. You don't want to mix those colors. You want one to run over the other so that that raw sienna, you could use quin gold, quin sienna, whatever you want underneath. Let that shine through. Okay, we'll let that come down. All right, I didn't think it was rich enough, so I'm adding a very thin coat of quinacridone sienna on top of it to give it a little more color. A little more richness. A little shadow under that eave. And a little more color in the building itself. Okay. And there's a wall in the background leading into this piazza there that's very dark. So this is quinacridone sienna I'm putting in there, and I'm going to drop some blue on top of it. I'm going to bring that down. These people are walking on a flat surface that comes to a set of stairs going down into that little piazza area. So that's ultramarine blue. I'm dropping right on top of that quinacridone sienna or quin gold or raw sienna, whatever you want to use. I like that dark. I'm using that dark as a backdrop to the people and so forth. So bring that down, not quite to the bottom, and then on the bottom here we have some shrubbery and grass growing up. So this is a very dark green. I mixed using, I think I used phthalo blue with raw sienna. So just, drop that in, let it come down. All right, we'll get to there's some rooftops up there that are protruding out into the sky. And what I'm doing is just taking some quinacridone sienna and dropping it on top of the whole building here. Again, very light wash just to bring that value down some more. Okay, let that come down all the way. Both sides. Stuff dries so light, so you really got to load that pigment on there, but we can do it in layering. All right, I'm doing a little up and down stroke here across the base of the roof and that roof line, make that nice and dark. And then I'm going to put these stripes in. This is the ribbing on the rooftop that comes down, just sort of okay, just making it a little darker. Dry brush it, give you some texture on that building. It's all stucco, it's all that stucco, so you want it to have a nice rough texture to it. So I'm just using a dry brush here and a damp brush. All right, there's a shutter hanging off the left-hand building that sticks. All right, there's a shutter. These are the shutters on that back window. There's windows on that back building, I mean. So get them, make sure they're dark enough because it dries, much lighter. Bunch of windows. There's some more down below. There's a balcony here with some shrubbery on it. And these details are wonderful. They really are. That's the drain pipe. Drain pipe coming down. Windows here, windows there. Just nice brush strokes. Try to keep that perspective line going. Big doorway here. A reflective light in there. Another window. Window here. That's the balcony. There's a railing on top of that balcony. We'll put some shrubbery on there, some flowers. Okay. There's a lantern hanging off the right-hand building that's very nice. These details really make the painting special. It's wonderful. Okay, so you want to get into each one of them. All right, here's the figures. A fella walking straight in the front here. This is I use quinacridone sienna for the head and legs, and one of the big problems that students make is they make people too light. They make their face and figures generally too light. So I find that quinacridone red works really well. Okay, but I love this woman on the right. She's having a blast talking to her friend. And you can choose whatever colors you like. I love this woman has some gold pants on that look nice. All right, there's the shadow. Raw sienna shadow. A lot of nice bright, warm color there. So you get that shadow coming off the building and on each of the figures. Gives you a nice diagonal across there, soften that line. Okay. All right, what else we got here? Let's see, we got soften that shadow. We put some pigeons on the roof, flying in, a little bit of shrubbery, green plants here and there, a little more stucco on the building, dry brush it. All right, there's a little different version of the same painting I did for the class, but you can see I added those Italian flags and a pizza sign. You can have a lot of fun with it. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you again very soon.